Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for May 27th, 2020. This is a reading for the collective, for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for May 27th, 2020. Messages for the collective, May 27th, 2020. Messages for the collective, May 27th, 2020. Guys, I do not know what's going on. I think it's this Gemini energy. Mercury is also out of bounds, I believe, still. I have tried to do this reading. I swear this is about my fourth time. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Overall energy, Six of Pentacles. I love the Six of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It's specifically, there we go, I can't speak. It's happening again. The Six of Pentacles is the moon in Taurus energy, but it's beautiful because sixes are about balance. It's also this energy of Venus. The number 6 for me is the number of Venus, and it's about love, it's about finances, it's about an equal give and take. It's also, if you've been looking for help, that there's somebody out there that wants to help you. It's an equal exchange in love and partnership of time, energy, love, and resources. So it's really nice energy, you guys. The first card out, you get the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy. This is all about, taking a step back, moving into isolation, whether that's physically going for a walk in the woods, or moving up to the top of a mountain, going on a spiritual retreat, or whether it's just that meditative time and space that you create for yourself every day. The Hermit energy, the point of isolation is twofold. One is to be able to quiet and still yourself enough to hear your inner wisdom, to commune with spirit through prayer and meditation, and the other objective is to make sure that people can't interrupt you or get to you as easily, right? And so that you're not going to break this, whether it's your daily practice or whether it's something that you do with with the moon cycles, or whether it's something that you just need to do now, that your isolation isn't going to be broken by anything mundane or trivial or silly, and that the people that want to get to you, really kind of have to work for it because it's important, okay? Because right now I'm picking up that need for isolation and self-care, really sort of ruminating over things, searching for answers, gaining clarity, alignment, healing, and balance is really important to the collective right now, okay, or today. Now, what's beautiful, you get the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Specifically, it's Mars and Gemini. The Nine of Swords in reverse is about exhaustion. It's about overthinking. It's a card of nightmares. So somebody here might not have been sleeping well, or might feel like they're not getting the rest that they need. So the Nine of Swords is beautiful because it's a release of that. So it's really sort of, as a result, I think a lot of you have to, really have to, are going to have to sort of step away from whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a relationship, whether it's work, whether it's your daily routine, even if it's your spiritual journey. Just really take some time for yourself so that you can release this nervousness, this anxiety, this exhaustion, because it's taking its toll on you. I can really feel that. We have a Tower moment showing up here. Okay, so we have 3 major arcana, so this reading may be a little bit larger than just today, but a Tower moment, this is that energy of paradigm shift. It's about I feel like, really, this Tower moment, I feel like you're either preparing for it, but I don't feel like this is something that's happening to you. I feel like this is, after analysis, something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job. For some of you, it's going to be your eating habits and your exercise. Something that you were doing, you realized it's not serving me at all. It's not healthy. Or I've been doing this just because I've been doing it for so long. Or, I've been so strict with my diet and my exercise, but I realize that it's taking so much away from my happiness, or from my you know, whatever, okay? But there's something along those lines. It could be a relationship. It could be a relationship that you're in it for comfort, but you're realizing, you know what? It's actually not that comforting anymore. It could be a bad habit. It could be something like smoking, whatever it might be. It could also be the opposite. It could be things that you're doing, you know, like you might have always said, I love ice cream. I'm never going to give up ice cream. And you eat ice cream every day. And then you're realizing, you know, I think it's time for me to give up ice cream. I know that's just sort of a silly example, but you catch what I'm saying here. And I feel like this tower moment, you're preparing for it, or you know that it's coming because you're the one who's bringing this lightning down. You're the one who says, you know what, enough is enough. Things have to change. I can't continue on the status quo. And it might be a really big shift. Okay. Again, it could be a relationship. It could be your job. It could be a behavior. Okay. A behavior pattern. Okay. But I feel like you know this is coming. I feel like you're prepared. I think you're balancing. I think you're weighing your options as well. Okay, I think you're planning. I think you're being introspective. Okay, and I think you're realizing that this Nine of Swords energy, whatever you were doing, whatever this reading you're consulting this reading for, it's become too much. It's no longer serving you. Now, your final energy here is the Moon card. This for me is Cancer or Pisces energy. You know, we did just have the new moon in Gemini, and it's a great time to set your intentions, work towards your goals. You know, we're in this waxing moon period, and then we're going to have this full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, and so I'm really picking up the importance of this full moon period that's coming up for you or for us. We've also gone through that nodal axis shift, so from Cancer Capricorn moving into Gemini Sag, okay, which I'm picking up here with the moon card. But remember, the moon card, you know, coming after a tower moment is you know, it's difficulty. It's that confusion that arises, but there was a need for a shift in perspective, because the Hermit card you can see here is also in moonlight, has his lantern or her lantern. Okay, don't get caught up with gender. In this card, the Hermit is female. But, you know, has their lantern, but they also can put the lantern down and be guided by the moon to see things in a different light. And it might be a little bit frightening, but Spirit's also saying if you move through these fears, there's a huge reward at the end. This is also a remembrance that the moon is smiling down on you. So for those of you who do moon bathing, stargazing, for my moon babies out there, and you know who you are, just this undeniable attraction and relationship to the moon, that you know that you're getting a brand new perspective. And you know, some of it might be a little bit frightening at first, okay, because it's different, because it's uncomfortable. But you know, the moon, in a lot of traditions and even in a lot of cards, the moon is, you know, is this goddess energy and this feminine energy and this intuition. And always, you know, we see two dogs, and we see this moon maiden here with her two dogs. And they're coming to greet you and accept you and to help you on this journey. You know, they're not howling at the moon. Here, they're benefic creatures. They're not frenzied. They're not frenetic. They're going to welcome you into this journey. And it's going to be a journey into the unknown, where you might see things that you're not comfortable with. Some of you, this is shadow work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the Psychic Tarot for you guys to get additional messages for May 27th, 2020. Wisdom. Yeah, for some of you, this is about a contract, verbal or written. This is Taurian energy. For some of you, it's departing from a previous system of beliefs that maybe you felt had become a little bit more dogmatic, or had become dogmatic for you, or maybe that you had tunnel vision, or you always believed something because that's what you were told. And then one day you're like, wait a second, that doesn't add up for me. Okay, for some of you, this has to do with a marriage. For others of you, it has to do with work. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Ooh, Prosperity begins. Ooh, but this is a necessary journey for you. This is a first step of a new beginning, something that promises longevity and success. Earth energy, lots of earth energy with Virgo, Taurus, Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Six of Pentacles. And some of you are moving out of a really imbalanced state or relationship or job or something along those lines. I love this. You get the Two of Pentacles, all about balance. It's also all about making that choice. And this is coming on top of the Tower and the Moon card, which is really telling me here, you guys, this was your choice. So I feel it's not, for me, it's not resonating with somebody who's getting like an unexpected, catastrophe or something that they're going to be blindsided with. This is something you've been thinking about. This is something you've been planning. Spirit, with this 1 and this 2, the Spirit's completely on board. Your angels, your spirit guides, ascended masters around you, pushing you, okay, to continue on this journey, even if it's a little bit scary or you feel like, you can't quite get a hold of what's going on. You know what to do. Okay, you know what to do. You're going to know how to handle yourself. And I mean, the overall energy here is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is beautiful energy. It's about give and take. It's about help. It's about, it's about charity, right? So either you're helping someone or somebody, I really feel like, is helping you. Okay, and then you have the Eight of Wands energy. Look at that. This card is stuck together. That's crazy. They're not even sticky. That was so crazy. Okay, anyway, the Eight of Wands is telling me that this is law of attraction. This is something that you've been manifesting. Whoa, and look at that Devil and Two of Cups underneath. Wow. For some of you, you're leaving a partner for someone else. And it's something that you've been thinking about, and you realize that you owe it to them and yourself. For others of you, this is just moving towards union, soulmate, twin flame union. This is something I've been picking up a lot on in my meditations, you guys, for the last couple of weeks. It has to be this Venus and Gemini energy, or Venus retrograding in Gemini energy, that are bringing a lot of people into union. So yeah, and for some of you, this does involve a marriage. For some of you, maybe you were like staunchly against making a commitment to someone, and then you decided, or something happened where you were like, why am I doing this? So you could be moving in one of two, you could be moving in either direction, I'm picking up. Okay, let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for the collective. May 27th, 2020. Intuition. I love it. Trust your intuition. Some of you may have been seeing unicorns a lot lately. I'm seeing that horn in her head, but I just got this image of either like buying something with unicorns on it, or seeing t-shirts, or I don't know, maybe even looking at a website, or have been seeing unicorns frequently. Yep, the importance of trusting your intuition. Spirit says, I think, and with this moon energy, it's trusting your intuition. And I think helping you make this decision. And also listening to your spirit guides, your angels. Okay, and Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. So this is something I think that you've known you've had to do, or you've been wanting to do for a really long time. And you guys, healing is not easy. Okay, healing is not easy at all. Okay, but it's, and that might be this Tower moment, like, you have to do something major, or you have to do a total sort of a total revamping of work, relationships, home, whatever it might be, in order to bring about this healing. Because I'm really getting that some of you were feeling quite stuck. And for a while you were comfortable there. And I get that with this Taurian energy of the Hierophant, being stuck, feeling like you were just going through the motions. And so something big comes in to shake it up, but I really do feel like it's something you are bringing about. It's your decision. And it's going to bring about healing. I think healing is going to be necessary. Surrender and release. This green color really, really is that Raphael energy about healing. It's the importance of nature, but it's also surrendering to, this is destiny. You were meant to do this. You were meant to do this. This was a lesson that you were meant to learn. So surrender to the journey and then release what no longer serves you. And especially for those of you where it's involving somebody else, I think also it's like starting to get this change in perspective, like, maybe thinking like you didn't, like, for example, you didn't want to leave someone for whatever reason and worrying about them. But Spirit's saying there's like this paradigm shift where you're all of a sudden thinking, I've been doing them a disservice. Okay, or maybe it's even a job. Maybe you felt like, you didn't want to leave a job for, you didn't want to leave a job because you felt like you were essential or necessary, or you felt some sort of obligation. Maybe, maybe you were emotionally invested, or, have emotional relationships with your coworkers. But then all of a sudden you realize that your unhappiness or your feeling like you needed to spread your wings and fly is actually what you need to do because that's what's best for everyone involved. Okay, so you can take this how it resonates. If it's a relationship, if it's romance, if it's something having to do with family, or if it has something to do with your spiritual journey. For some of us, it's, maybe we've been believing something because we were told, and that was comfortable and that made sense. But there's something sort of, I'm getting this like Page of Wands energy, something urging you to search beyond the mundane, search beyond what you know. And that would be this Gemini energy coming in, really asking you, to learn new things, to like, and then with that, this nodal axis shift, Gemini energy and Sag energy, searching for the higher truths. Yeah, so this, I'm picking up on a lot of different energies here for you guys, but it's not easy. It's not going to be easy, but, we learn. This is Earth School. Challenges and successes are all a part of our learning. And this Earth is a lot about polarities, the good and the bad. Okay, the happy and the sad. And all of that makes us who we are and makes this journey rich. Okay, so I'm going to take these two cards. All right, so the first card out, is a message to you guys. A message from your twin or your soulmate. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Oh, that's beautiful. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. For some of you, it's about, some of you are leaving a situation, a marriage or a contract because of temptation. Did you see how the devil came out stuck? I'm going to go back and look at this, how it came out stuck to this Eight of Wands. Some of you might be second guessing what it is you're going after, really sort of where your loyalties lie. And you're feeling this you're feeling conflicted because moving towards this other thing, if it's another person or if it's another job, is making you feel like it's toxic. But I'm getting that's because you're worried about whatever it is that you're leaving. But you're bringing it on. You're bringing this Tower moment because deep down you know that there needs to be evolution and there needs to be change. For some of you, you might be in union and it's about revamping sort of rules and boundaries and, having a really big heart-to-heart talk about where this is going, what you each want. Okay, and and maybe your values have changed or what it is you want has changed. The role that you play in this relationship or in this job. So it doesn't necessarily mean, divorce, or it doesn't necessarily mean, separation. Okay, but Cupid's arrow strikes is like, this is this sort of undeniable feeling of, I need to go in this direction. Okay, whether it's romantic or not. Okay, because for all of us, I can't speak. Not for all of us is it going to be romantic. All right, and then for those of you out there who are feeling conflicted, if you could be anything, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart. not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah. And I'm getting your heart is moving, is this Two of Cups. Queen of Wands in reverse is also my third party card. Some of you are trying to decide whether or not to leave a partner for a third party situation. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a job. It could be, maybe you have a friend that you're in business with and you're realizing it's not working for you, or you feel stagnant. But this is Two of Cups energy, Six of Pentacles. There needs to be equal balance. But I think, you're concerned because you're wondering if you're just following wild impulse, or is this something worth it? But either way, this is fated. Eight of Wands. This is law of attraction. This is something that you have been manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not. For a majority of those of you listening, you're aware of it. That Tower moment, you're completely aware of it. You've been aware of it for a long time. But I do get this sort of back and forth, and the Six of Pentacles is like weighing these two different options. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Wow. Wow, you guys. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you guys for listening and for all your love and support. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.